Hi, I'm Ali. I've got a website, psychically.net. On there you can schedule a reading with myself or find out more about what's happening in kind of my world, what's going on. So I'm going to do astrology predictions for Taurus, okay? And this is for Monday the 4th of May 2020 up until Sunday the 10th of May 2020. This is the second time that I would have recorded this because for some reason I was doing Aries went through fine. I was using my computer, and then the next video there was a high pitch frequency going on in the recording, so nobody could hear it, so I had to take down all of the I think, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, didn't notice until 7 videos later. I know, that's a right bummer, isn't it? So I'm gonna do it again, and I'm trying in a different format, so this should be fine. Let's fingers crossed, let's hope this is okay. Anyway, so a typical Taurus, they like to know that they've done a hard day's work, okay? They can be quite, they're steady progressors, okay? They want to succeed, but they don't want to not have a good life as well, okay? So they have quite a good balance. They usually like routine, like on a Monday they do this, and on a Thursday they do this, and every Saturday they do this. They kind of like that sort of routine. If you try to ask this Taurian to do something for you, and then you started asking them, have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? They'll down tools and probably go to the pub. You've just got to let them get on with it in their own time. That's kind of your typical Taurian. Let's turn my heat pad on. Okay. So we're going to have a look and see what's going to happen with you guys, okay? So this will be, I'm going to do 3 predictions for the week, so beginning, middle and end of the week, okay? So I'm just going to concentrate on you, Taurians. Lovely. Okay, so it starts off, your week starts off. Okay, so it does feel as if there is like a good harvest coming back to you. Something that you thought, you know, it's like I didn't think I could get anything back from that, and then all of a sudden it's possible. It can be that you have had to walk on eggshells in the past around this situation, and now there seems to be something that is going to help you in some way. I feel that there has had to be some strong words exchanged where you might have in the past had to, you know, speak your mind or be quite blunt. It could be that somebody else, I might be talking about somebody else being blunt to you around this situation. But I feel this is to do with money, you know, or what you deserve, you know. It's like putting yourself first and saying, well, actually, I deserve that. Don't be surprised if there's not a pregnancy announcement around you, okay? And I feel that, so it doesn't have to be kind of you directly responsible or what's happening. It can be around you, but I'm hearing the words, guess what? I'm pregnant, okay? So let's have a look and see what financially is going on at the beginning of this week. We've got 2 wonderful cards, okay? So I've got to explain the major arcana cards are the major events in your life. So if you imagine that it starts with the Fool, and the Fool is, shall I go for it? And there's a feeling of sod it, I will. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to do it anyway, okay? So how many times have we all done that? And then the cycle of major arcana, the story, ends with the World. And the World means a fabulous outcome. So you can see why I'm saying this. Does that make sense? It's like, this is a fabulous outcome. The world is working the way it should. So there's something that you took a chance on, linked with finances. and you're now seeing the rewards from it, or you very soon will be. Okay, that's the message. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay, so this is emotions. Okay, so emotionally for you, Taurians, this is all still the beginning of this week. Okay, be careful of other people dumping down their issues onto your shoulders. Equally, I don't know if this is you, maybe dumping down your issues on somebody else. There is a need to keep grounded. There's a need for you to kind of understand that maybe some of the issues are to do with the past and not necessarily the now, but the emotions still feel very raw. So if you've got, say if you're the one that's having this chucked at you, kind of, well, you know, this is what happened to me in my past, and I'm sure it's going to happen to me in this, you know, relationship or this friendship. If that does happen, then you're going to need to be dealing with it in quite a calm manner, and just to remind the person that that was the past, this is the present, because I think sometimes there's an energy of getting mixed up with it, and this will help. Okay, I really feel it will help. So okay, I'm seeing somebody close to you as well who will be meeting you halfway, meaning that you know, if you make a move towards them, they're going to respond. Okay, so that could be the hand of friendship, that could be a new relationship, that could be a business proposition, but I do feel that there's quite a strong chance that now is the right time. Okay, so that's all the beginning of the week. Okay, so we're now going to go into the middle of this week. The middle of this week, Taurians, don't be surprised if you're not studying or learning new things, looking into things, researching, finding out more information about stuff. I feel that this is going to make you feel very good. It's going to make you feel whole when maybe you were feeling a little bit kind of out of sorts. This will make you feel much better. I can see a character close to you who is, I feel that, you know, when you ask them questions and they tend to kind of be a bit I don't know, reluctant to answer questions. I was trying to think of another word for that. But yeah, they're just kind of like, you know, they're being very defensive. They're not answering things. They are being a bit shy about stuff. So you will be thinking, well, why are they doing that? What is that about? So I feel that there'll be a few questions that you're needing to get answers to. I don't know how much you'll get, but I know that there's a need for it. I think this is around love life or emotions. So when I say that, that can be friendships, family member, or partner or potential partner. Okay. To do with your finances. Your finances at this time. Okay, there's a need to be a little bit more private or secretive about something to do with your money. So it's like you don't want to tell too many people what's happened. You need to keep that very securely to yourself. You are at the moment in the process of balancing your finances out and things getting a little bit better than what they were. And you're able to kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel regarding those finances. Okay. Linked with you emotionally, the middle of this week, a character is asking you to sacrifice your happiness in order for them to have happiness, or in order for them to have something that they want. Now, this is fine if it's in a short-term basis, but if this happens all the time and it's always one person who sacrifices and the other person always has what they want, that doesn't weigh up very well. Do you see what I mean? There's a need to kind of get to a balance of that. So, you know, that's up to you. How do you feel about this sacrifice? Are you asking somebody else to sacrifice themselves so that you can be happy? Okay. I really feel as if the cage door is open Okay, so this indicates that there seems to be some sort of freedom, an energy of freedom, a chance of freedom. Like, you know, what can I do with this freedom? I'm not used to it, and I really want to find out what's happening with the world. And so it's a bit like I'm seeing some restrictions opened up. Now, I've got to say that I have connections with Greg Prescott, who lives in Florida, and he has told me that the beaches are now open, you know, in Florida. So I've got to be honest and open. I can't just say, oh, look at what I've just got, you know. But that's basically what the cards mean. If I show you the card, I'll show you what I mean. Just what I mean, you can see why I'm seeing that. The cage door is open. It's like, come on, come out and play. Okay, so that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's the middle of this week. And the end of this week, somebody nagging you, somebody trying to tell you what to do, somebody interfering with things. I feel that this is going to get to you a little bit, because it's like, who do you think you are telling me what to do? I'm a grown adult. So you're not going to be very pleased with this. I'm also hearing some sort of talk about something to do with a new job or new money, new way of earning money. Now, why would I be feeling agitated about that, or feeling as if that's not a good plan, or, you know, that would be a good job, but they've just said that? So there's something to do with, you know, being happy about something, but also being reluctant to go for it. Okay, there's links around that. Now, the Hermit card to me is about your home. It's about your isolation. It's about, you know, having wisdom whilst you're in isolation. So if you match those three cards together, there's an isolated feeling, there's a new job, but there's something that you're not happy about. So it could be that you're offered a new job, but you have to be isolated. You can't accept it because of that. I don't know. There's so many different scenarios to that. But you know the cards individually. I've just said them so that you'll be able to work that one out. Okay, so that's towards the end of this week. Financially, the end of this week, wheels. So the wheel of fortune is turning. Things are moving forward. You're going to know where you are, what you're doing now. The Chariot indicates rushing ahead. So again, there's just a feeling of freedom coming your way, and having to kind of keep, you know, I mean, you can see, I'll show you the Chariot. You can see the horses, the black and white horses. It's like sometimes we have to be strong, and we have to think to ourselves, I'm not going to get carried away. I'm going to be strict with myself, and I am not going to go and see that shiny thing over there. Now I'm going to stay blinkered over it. Oh, but that's a shiny thing over there. That's how sometimes it can be. I'm like that. So you're going to have that a little bit, where, you know, things are starting to change, but you're having to stay focused. Okay? Link it to your emotions at the end of so this is the end of this week. Emotionally, joy and happiness. Oh, some lovely cards, look. This is the Enlightenment deck by Chuck Spezzano. Joy. Lots of happiness, lots of excitement, lots of get-togethers. Maybe the restrictions are lifting. Honestly, that does look like it, doesn't it? I mean, I know that there's, you know, restrictions lifting in Florida, but in the UK it's still not. So I wonder if they're saying to us that we are. Kind of go fly a kite. This is inspiration, lots more inspiration over our lives. So there you go, that's your reading, Taurians. I hope you like that. I just want to tell you about a few things that are coming up. Whilst we're on lockdown, I'm doing a couple of workshops. These workshops are Saturday the 9th of May 2020, so that's this Saturday. This one is Chakra and Crystals. So it's all about your energy. It's all about the 7 main energy centers in your body, okay? And I'm going to be teaching you, you know, what happens if one of them is out of balance, How can we tell if they're out of balance? How can we fix the problem? How can we tell if someone else's chakra is out of balance? We use pendulums, but if you haven't got pendulum, then we can improvise, and I can tell you that. And we're going to link the crystals with the chakras as well. So it's going to be 11 until 5, and that's UK time. I know Florida is 5 hours behind, so you can work it out from there. And it's £10 a class, and that is, I think it's about $13 or something like that, I think. Then on the following Saturday the 16th of May 2020, I've got Tarot Tuition Level 1, and this is 11 till 5, and that's £10 as well. I just feel that people need something to kind of take their mind off what's going on. So I thought if I put together some workshops and make them affordable for people, I thought that might be nice. So if you wanted to join in, you can go to my PayPal and pay £10, put the reference number, your name, and the 9th of May if it's for the crystals and chakras, or the 16th of May if it's the tarot one. Okay, you could just put tarot and then your name. Does that make sense? So you'll find a code, but make sure you do put one on there, although I can probably message you from the details on the PayPal form. You can come over to Psychic Alley 1-to-1 Facebook. I do free tuition there. So on Tuesday nights I do tarot. I teach tarot, and that's 7:30. Don't know how long it takes. Sometimes it's a couple of hours, sometimes it's 3 hours. It depends. And then I usually do free readings on Instagram, Psychic Alley 1-to-1. And then on Wednesday nights I do psychic development on there. So you can always go on there, and that's 7:30, and they're free. Okay, so there's something for everybody there. If you wanted to join in, just let me know. Okay, have a lovely week. I'm here if you want a reading, psychically.net. But if not, I'll do my next weekly predictions. Okay, and you can get some of those. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.